So there's this leaked teaser image that has the entire AI world just buzzing. And it's not really about what it shows, it's about what it means. This is Nano Banana 2, and let me tell you, it's way more than just an upgrade. It's a total rethink of how AI creates. So, what's the real secret behind this kind of weird image? Let's get into it. Okay, so it all kicked off with this pretty strange teaser. You've got a banana, a ketchup bottle, and a constellation. Seems totally random, right? But what if I told you that this one image holds the key to one of the biggest leaps in AI we have ever seen? We're going to break it all down. All right, so let's start with the most bizarre part of this whole puzzle, the ketchup. I mean, what on earth does a condiment have to do with a next-generation AI? Well, the answer is actually way more interesting than you'd think. And boom, the first piece of the puzzle just clicks into place. This is a leaked snippet of code. And right there, clear as day, is the internal code name for this new project, KETCHUP. So, that bottle in the teaser, not random at all? It was a little inside joke, a clever nod to its secret identity. And here's the thing, every leak, every whisper we're hearing points to the exact same message. This is not just another image model. We're not talking about slightly better filters or a higher resolution. We are talking about an AI that finally, truly, understands what it's drawing. So what is the secret sauce here? Let's pop the hood and see what makes this model so profoundly different from everything that came before it. You know, there's this one quote from an analysis of the leaks that just hits the nail on the head. The first Nano Banana, it could draw. It was a fantastic tool, an artist that followed your instructions. But Nano Banana 2, it can think while it's drawing. It gets it. It reasons. Okay, let's get a little geeky for a second. The big technical secret is a major shift away from what we call diffusion models to something called autoregressive models. Now, instead of just generating the whole image at once in a kind of controlled chaos, these new models build it piece by piece, almost like a painter carefully adding one brushstroke after another. This methodical way of doing things is why we're seeing these incredibly coherent images, perfect text, and a much, much deeper understanding of what you're asking it to do. It's building the image with pure logic. But wait, that's not the whole story. Not even close. There's another ingredient in the mix here, and honestly, it is the real game changer. And here it is, the big reveal. It's been confirmed through leaks that Nano Banana 2 is being directly powered by Google's most powerful model, Gemini 3 Pro. So this isn't just an image model anymore. No, it's an image model with one of the world's most powerful AI brains fused right into it. I mean, this is a huge deal. The best way to think about it is like this. Gemini is the brain. It handles all the logic, all the reasoning, all the complex understanding. And Nano Banana, that's the visual imagination, the artist's hand that brings those thoughts to life. This is really the first time we've seen these two things, reasoning and imagination, so deeply connected. And the results are just stunning. So when you put these two together, you get this incredible thing called multimodal reasoning. All that really means is that the AI can look at some text, an image, maybe a diagram, understand how they're all connected, and then create something totally new from all that information. It's basically like having a conversation with a super intelligent artist who just gets you. All right, enough with the theory. Let's see what this thing can actually do. This is where the rubber really meets the road, where reasoning meets imagination, and honestly, the results are going to blow your mind. I mean, just look at this. The prompt is to solve a pretty complex math problem and write the whole solution out on a whiteboard. You know, older models would just give you scrambled nonsense. Nano Banana 2 not only gets the math right, it writes out every single step in perfect, legible handwriting. This is just, wow, incredible. Or look at this one. The AI is asked to trace the path a ball would take. See, it's not just scribbling a random line. It's actually thinking. It's calculating the angles. It's simulating the physics. And it's predicting a path that makes logical sense. This is pure visual reasoning, and it's a massive step forward. This one really shows off its spatial brain power. You give it a photo from the ground, you tell it to show you a top-down view, and bam, it generates a perfect one. It's not guessing here. It's mentally deconstructing the scene in 3D and then rebuilding it from a totally new angle. It's like having a virtual camera you can put anywhere. Okay, this one might be my favorite. It takes a classic pixelated video game scene and just remakes it as a photorealistic image. And notice how it keeps the same composition, the same lighting, the same mood. It's translating the idea of the original art. This is so much more than a style filter. It's conceptual translation. The AI understands the essence of the scene. And get this. The prompt is to take this toy apart, to disassemble it into its core components. And look what it does. It creates a perfect exploded view diagram, just like you'd see in an engineering manual. It understands the object's internal structure. Just think about the implications for engineering, for design. It's huge. Look, these examples are mind-blowing, but they're really just scratching the surface. So what's the real-world impact of an AI that can think like this? Well, this technology is on the verge of becoming more than just a tool. It's becoming a true creative partner. So picture this new workflow, right? You could start with a rough sketch, ask the AI to turn it into a polished design, then ask it to create a storyboard from that design, and then generate the final cinematic shot. The whole creative pipeline, from a tiny idea to the final product, could become one fluid conversation with an AI. For artists, designers, filmmakers, this changes everything. And the use cases, they're just staggering. In education, you could create perfect visual explanations for complex ideas. For product designers, mocking up accurate app interfaces in seconds. For game developers, building worlds that feel real and follow the rules of the game. All of this is possible now because the AI can finally reason. So really, it all boils down to this one key difference. The first Nano Banana was a generator. You gave it a prompt, it got an image back. This new version, Nano Banana 2, is a creative and reasoning system. It understands, it analyzes, it collaborates. It's an entirely new class of tool. And that brings us all the way back to the beginning, back to that mystery image. And now it all makes perfect sense, doesn't it? The banana is Nano Banana. The ketchup, that's its secret code name, KETCHUP. And the constellation, that's the Gemini brain, the out-of-this-world reasoning power that makes it all possible. The puzzle is officially solved. So after seeing all this, it leaves you with a pretty big question, doesn't it? We've had AI tools for a while now, but with an AI that can truly reason, understand, and collaborate with us visually, are we finally looking at the first true AI creative partner? It's a question that's going to shape the future of pretty much everything creative, and it's definitely something to think about.